What's going on, everybody? It is time for the 2021 final NFL mock draft. The draft is this Thursday.
So we got a couple days. This will be the final one we put out. Give our 2 cents with trades. It's going to get wild.
I think this is going to be a crazy draft.
And then after the real draft, then we're going to meet back one more time and then do a draft review of the actual draft.
Who won the draft? Yep. Who did horrible? There's always some team that reaches.
There's always a reach. Reach around.
So, I guess let's get started then.
Number 1, I think we all agree.
We all agree Jacksonville's taken Trevor Lawrence. So.
Then
not a big surprise there.
Number 2, like you said, I don't think this has changed. Zach Wilson to me is going to be the pick.
Yeah, everyone is kind of on board with Zach Wilson going.
Nobody's really said anything different. Mm-hmm. Now, if something else happens, that would be crazy.
Now, this is where it gets tricky. The 49ers, they obviously moved up
with a haul.
With a haul, a big draft. We're kind of thinking they're taking a quarterback. They wouldn't have moved up to 3 without really wanting to make a splash.
And they've pretty much came out and said they are taking a quarterback. So
where it gets tricky, though, is, are they going to take Justin Fields, Trey Lance, or Mac Jones?
Now, Shanahan wants Mac Jones that fits the system.
Right.
Then there might be a couple other executives that want, say, Trey Lance.
Right. So, but since we're going to kind of say it's, Shanahan's team and offense and whatnot, I would say let's go with Mac Jones.
Mac attack.
But we're doing this as a consensus, do you guys agree?
I agree, and I also agree that this is a big reach. Mm-hmm. But they say he's pro-ready.
Mac Jones.
So
the next one we got is going to be Atlanta. I think somebody is going to be trading up and giving them something now that you still have a couple quarterbacks still up here.
Now, if they were smart, I would say, take Pitts, but they might be getting a haul here, especially with Mac Jones going. Now people know that Justin Fields is available, Trey Lance is available still.
So who do you think, kind of scrolling on here, what do you want to say, say Denver, maybe possibly?
Yeah.
I say Denver.
I would say Denver's the most realistic because they're in the top 10.
I think New England will try, but... moving down to 9 from 4 isn't as big of a deal as going down to 15 or something.
Right. So they would still be within the top 10, and then probably get another pick or 2 out of it as well.
So we got
the Falcons trading the 4th pick for the 9th, and they got to get some more stuff out of this.
Right.
Really, I think if you're Denver,
I would say the 3rd round.
You think they get first next year?
I would say a first next year.
Yep, I would say a first next year and then maybe a 3rd round this year. Would that be fair? Or do you think that's too much?
Do you think that, or do you think the 1st and the 2nd this year? Nah, I think they keep that 2nd pick.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I think that they would space it out a little bit.
I would say we're probably going to have the first. So you have the 4th or the 9th, and then Denver's going to throw in next year's 1st, a 4th. What do you want to say? They throw in a 5th round then for Atlanta, for a 4th round for Atlanta. A couple other picks mixed in too, or
either that, or then maybe Denver is going to give away the 1st and the 2nd round pick this year, and then give like a 3rd next year or 2nd next year. Maybe Atlanta wants some picks in this draft.
Mm-hmm. So what are we thinking?
I'd give them the 1st and 2nd,
first and
second next year.
This year, and then the 3rd next. 2nd next
I'd
year.
Give them
a 2nd next year, but not the 1st. Gotcha.
So they get the 1st, the 2nd this year, and a 2nd next year.
Gotcha.
You think that's
fair?
More realistic?
Yeah. You want to propose it?
Propose it. Declined.
How does it get declined?
Okay.
They're going to want a haul then. So then...
Okay, so we're back up. So...
Do you want to propose another trade, or do you want to have them take Pitts?
Is that way going to be back on that 9?
Propose it.
Well, let's propose one more trade, and then
maybe it's just got to be better than that. So.
Yep. So, Falcons with the Broncos. So we'll do the 4.
It's weird that we're doing them ourselves, and they're still getting denied.
Right. 4. Let's do the 4 for the 9 and the 1st.
first year.
And then a third this year. So you got 2 firsts and then a third this year. Let's see what happens with that.
And then, since we're doing this, let's throw in Atlanta's 4th.
Try it.
Decline. Wow. Well,
it's odd.
Decline, yep. Well, so then I would just say they would take Pitts then, if they would decline it.
Belichick's getting on the phone.
Yeah, Belichick's going to throw it all.
God.
So,
They want more than that.
you going to try it one more time?
Try it again.
They want a haul, man. It's a top 4. You're getting a QB.
Right. So, and I get you.
Somebody's going to pay the price.
Okay, so we're going to have the 4th. We're going to give them a 9th, 1st.
Give them a second, and give them a later round maybe, like a 3rd or 4th, like a 4th or something.
The 152.
Let's go next.
Oh, next year 3rd.
Well, now let's go 114.
Go 114.
So we got 4th for the 9th, 40th, 114.
Let's try that without giving anything else.
Decline.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, I guess if they're going to keep declining it on us, then
They're telling us they're dead set.
they're dead set on it. So I guess we say take Pitts then.
Kyle Pitts.
Take Pitts.
Because that's going to be your most realistic option. That's going to give Atlanta. You got Matt Ryan already. Depending on what they do with Julio, but then you have Julio and then a young Pitts.
Calvin
Ridley. So that's going to really fill out their offense.
Yeah.
So on to the Bengals.
Now you got to think.
Now, you take the smart pick? Or?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. These teams are still calling.
Mm-hmm.
Because Atlanta didn't take a quarterback.
Right.
Somebody's going to trade.
I don't
going to trade?
I don't think the Bengals trade here.
I don't think so either, because I think the Bengals,
I'm telling you,
they need either Penei Sewell or Jamar Chase.
they're going to go Chase.
You think so? I don't know. See, I would think so, but with Burrow getting hurt last year,
then that's what I'm saying. You need the offensive tackle, but you want the offense. The receiver.
I think they take Jamar Chase. To me, the smartest pick is to take the tackle.
So I guess I'm going to be the tiebreaker here then.
It's a tough one.
I say Penei Sewell, but that's me.
So then I would be the 2-1 tiebreaker.
You can't protect your franchise quarterback. Doesn't matter who you receive.
But are they going to keep Burrow happy? Because
I'm going to go with Jordan here. I'm going to say Jamar Chase.
All right.
So
Jamar Chase. It's not the right pick, but
yeah, like I said, I agree they need a tackle, but like Jordan said, they're going to want to make Burrow happy and all that.
So now we have the Miami Dolphins are sitting at 6.
Those quarterbacks are still on the board.
Yes, they are.
Denver is calling
Okay,
again.
now I would say Denver would be calling.
And
for
Miami's
6.
been trading already, so
Yes,
they don't
have.
care if they trade again.
Right. So I'm good. Yeah, let's say.
I would imagine moving 3 spots shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Right.
So they're going to give the 9th for the 6th.
Got to give them something else, though.
We're going to give up our 2nd and next year's 1st.
Try it.
No.
Third.
Not too much?
Be a third.
We're going to give our 1st this year.
And our
first
third this year.
Next year, and then our 3rd this
Yep.
year. I think that should be it.
So 2 firsts, and then the 3rd this year.
Accepted.
Trade has been accepted.
So, Denver Broncos are now on the clock. To me, I think they take Lance. You got to take Lance.
Mm-hmm.
Over Fields.
Yeah. Even though Fields is technically a little bit better on here ranking-wise,
I have this weird feeling that Fields is going to be a bust.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, too. I'm thinking Trey Lance is going to be your more realistic option.
He's going to have to develop, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He can sit there with Drew Lock. I mean, they're not in any hurry to get rid of Lock probably either.
Right.
They can battle it out in camp.
So do you guys agree on Lance then, here at 6?
Trey Lance, yep.
Now we got the Detroit Lions are sitting at 7. Obviously, they lost Kenny Galladay. I think they're going to have to go receiver here.
I think so, too.
They could go tackle, too.
Yeah, Penei Sewell is still sitting there.
Here's another question, though. If they're sitting here, does New England call up for Justin Fields?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that's possible because you look at these other teams. But then again, is New England, none of these other teams are going to take a quarterback.
Click on it and hit down.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man, I don't... You know, realistically, I think those Lions, I think they're going to have to take a receiver.
Well, they going to go Waddle? Lions need a lot, though.
That's what I'm struggling with here is the Lions have so many team needs that...
God, they could go quarterback, linebacker.
So right here, we'll click on the team needs. So what we have for the Lions? Receiver, linebacker, quarterback, corner, safety.
Yeah. So receiver, linebacker,
give them a receiver. Give them a receiver.
Now, do you want to do that, or do we think New England tries to trading up?
I think they take a receiver since they lost Galladay.
All right.
So you guys going to say Waddle? Jalen Waddle?
Yeah. It's either Waddle or Smith. I'd say Waddle.
I'd say Waddle.
Yeah. Now we got the Carolina Panthers.
The Panthers.
So the Panthers needs, we have a QB, which, I mean, they just got Darnold.
Mm-hmm.
Corner.
Right, why would you go out and get Darnold?
Offensive tackle, safety, and linebacker. I mean, is this...
I say you're going to stick with Darnold at least for this year.
They need offensive tackle.
I think Penei Sewell goes right here. I think so as well.
I think New England's calling, but
yeah, they're getting denied.
Alrighty.
They don't want to move all the way back to 15.
Now I think Miami does stay at 9.
Yeah, because they've already traded a few.
So we want to go with
Penei. Yeah, we're going to go Penei Sewell.
I think number 9 right now. I think if you're Miami, you get Devontae Smith.
Yep.
You pair him with Tua.
Yep, I totally agree.
Now
my Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys are sitting.
Since you know, Penei Sewell came off the board, and since
Sean Slater's still on the board too.
Since the tight end Pitts came off the board. Yeah, Slater is sitting there. We do need a tackle, but we really, really need a defensive back. We had one guy get suspended, and then another guy...
Some legal cases going on.
Yeah, some legal cases going on. So I think we take Patrick Surtain the second. Would you guys agree?
I agree.
Just because that is more of a need right now than offensive tackle.
Now we got the Giants are sitting at 11. So the Giants needs, we got edge, offensive... What do you got here? Was that center, guard, receiver, and linebacker? To me,
if
this could be a trade down.
Yeah, this could be a trade down here.
Because I think you're going to get defensive ends a little farther down.
Now is this New England?
Yeah,
Would New England propose a trade here?
Well, here's the thing. You're going to have Washington and New England trying to get it. The Bears could even be in on this, too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's another question. As a Vikings fan, do you trade up a couple spots and get Slater?
There are rumors of that.
Mm-hmm. But now, I'm going to say that I think New England, let's propose a trade here and say New England wants to jump to 11 because Justin Fields is still there.
Okay.
I think the Vikings stay pat right now.
So we'll say, start with Giants.
So 11th for the 15th.
What else do the Patriots have to give up?
I think
so you're not in the top 10 anymore.
Right.
But you're still...
But you're still going to make that jump to grab Fields, so you're going to go, 11 for 15, and then I would say maybe a third.
Third this year and maybe a second next year. Mm-hmm. See if that'll work. Is that good, guys?
Right.
I think so. I think that would be a good...
Decline.
Ooh, they want a little more for that, huh? Do you want to propose one more, or...
What's up to you? What do you guys want to do? I'd say, let's try again. Now, if you're the Patriots...
If they decline it, then
we'll just
go,
okay.
Okay, so we got... do we have to give up 2 first-round picks?
Because I'm telling you, Washington's going to be calling them, too.
Right.
Do we give up 2 first-round picks?
Does New England want to do that?
Normally, they don't do that.
You'd have to do this. Yeah, you're at New England.
Ooh, wrong side.
Yep. Gotcha. So 2 first and then like a fourth?
Say a third.
A third?
And then they throw in a fourth.
Then they throw in their fourth next year?
No, next year. Yep. Try it.
It's been accepted.
Been accepted.
Sweet.
Okay.
New England's on the clock.
New England is going to take Justin Fields since they just jumped. So it is going to take 2 firsts to get Fields, though. Wow.
So now we do have 12th is the Eagles. To me, I think the Eagles. You gotta go corner. QB, receiver, corner, linebacker, and tight end.
Well, you're not getting a QB.
No.
To me, I think
the top.
I think J.C. Horn would be the pick here.
I think so as well. I mean, yeah, you still got Slater there, but they're kind of needing defensive back, just like Dallas.
Yeah.
So you guys gonna be all in on J.C. Horn then, defensive back?
I think so.
Okay. Chargers.
Oh,
their big needs tackle.
The Vikings are only one behind you. I don't know if they would
they
make a big.
If it's like that, they're going to take Slater.
I
want Slater, but they're going to take a tackle. If there's
you're talking about the Chargers?
The Chargers will take a tackle.
So we're going to go with Slater?
If Slater's there, Chargers are taking Slater. Gotcha.
Unfortunately.
So
Vikings.
then it's your Vikings. So what are you thinking? Are you going Darisaw? The next best tackle on the board here, or
man,
are you going defense?
I personally would trade down, but I don't know if anybody's looking to move up. If there was a quarterback there, still maybe, but if I got a stick and pick right there,
hold on.
What do you think?
Colts straight up to get an offensive tackle. They lost Anthony Curzano.
That's true.
Where the Colts are picking at what 21?
Because my scenario for the Vikings, they drafted Ezra Cleveland last year. He played guard. There are talks he's really supposed to play left tackle, so they could switch him to left tackle, and then pick up a guard later on if there's one available.
So what do you think?
Well, let's
and they do want to pick up a second round pick this year.
Do you want to propose it real quick?
Let's do it.
See, Colts.
So we got the Colts.
Colts with the Vikings.
Yep.
So it's going to take 21 for 14.
21 for the 14.
They got to give you their 54.
Yep. And that's it. I think, don't you? First and a second for a first.
Right. Because you're moving up 7 spots.
The way that I'm sitting here, though, the Colts look like they're a little short on picks.
Yeah, they do.
I think if they do that, I think you guys need to throw in like a fourth or a sixth.
Right. You might have to throw it even your 90.
Let's go
your 90 or your 119.
Let's go with.
I'd throw a later one, like maybe a 143.
Let's go 143.
143 to give him something back.
Propose it. Declined.
Okay.
So what are you thinking? You guys trade down?
You gonna stick and pick then?
I think they trade down. I really do.
Okay, well let's propose it one more time then.
Okay.
They want to get that second round pick.
Right.
Back.
So we got. All right.
So who else has
Vikings.
good?
No, I'd try the Colts again.
Try the Colts again. That's who you think is most realistic.
Click 14.
Not the Bears.
Go 21-54.
Next year's. Third.
They're not going to trade with the Bears.
Next year's third.
Try that. Do you want to give them anything back? No.
Honestly, like decline.
No. I guess we'll just stick and pick. I don't want to though.
Well, hold on here. Is there anybody else we could see?
Dolphins.
I don't think they're going to want to go far down.
Yeah. Raiders 17. I mean, Raiders are sitting at 17.
Raiders are.
Let's just do it real quick for.
Here's one.
What?
Titans. Trade up and get Micah Parsons.
That's possible. I've seen that happen in some scenarios.
Well, the Titans right now need a corner, receiver, tight end, safety, and offensive tackle. I could see that being... Well, sure. You want to try the Titans?
Sure. Let's do it one more time, and then if this doesn't work, stick and pick.
Stick and pick. So we got Titans.
Titans with the Vikes.
With the Vikings. So we got give 22nd for the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have to give up the 53rd. And then I would say next year's second.
From the Titans?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're moving down a little bit. So
Right.
try it. If it doesn't work, we'll pick.
So
Accepted.
I think the Titans are going to go with Darisaw.
Okay. Yeah, Christian Darisaw.
Okay, now we got the Giants sitting at 15.
What do the Giants need here?
Let's look.
I know they need
edge,
center, guard, receiver, and linebacker.
Offensive center, guard.
I'd go. I know he's down there a little bit, but I think Kwity Paye is the best end. I know they don't have him as the best end, but
Think so?
I think he's the best end.
Kwity Paye out of Michigan
too. They need linebacker.
Yeah.
Yep. Give him Micah Parsons.
Okay, let's go Michael Parsons.
Okay. Then we got the Arizona Cardinals are sitting at 16. They need...
What do they need?
Where you guys at?
Defensive back, wide receiver, running back, offensive tackle, and tight end.
I think
defensive back is the top of their list, though.
The way they're sitting right now, I think it's going to be Greg Newsome.
Probably.
I could see that.
Yeah, Greg Newsome out of Northwestern.
I'd go. Yep.
Next one we're going to have the Raiders going to be at 17. They need a safety, corner, offensive tackle, linebacker, and receiver.
Well, I mean, there's Elijah Vera Tucker sitting there, offensive guard. Other than that, though, then you're looking at linebacker and edge. What do you think? And the Raiders are your secondary team.
I think you'd probably go linebacker.
Jeremiah?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
They needed help at linebacker.
Right.
Dolphins are sitting over here at 18.
With their second pick.
With their second pick in the first round.
With the first pick, we took Devontae Smith. Now, do they pair it up? Do they bring Najee Harris in? They need a receiver, tackle, running back, center, and a corner.
See, it says corner, but I think they need a running back.
Right, I think so as well. But your first running back's Najee Harris.
That put him back with Tua and Devontae Smith.
I think that's a good. I think that's a good pick.
Najee Harris.
Yep.
Running back.
So then we got the Washington football team sitting at 19. They need a quarterback, linebacker, safety, offensive tackle, and a receiver.
You're looking at, you said offensive tackle there. They do need help on the line. I would say Elijah Vera Tucker.
Yeah, he's a guard, though.
Yeah, he is a guard.
Yeah, he's going to play guard.
Teams move players around, though.
True.
So, I mean, unless you guys are going to just think linebacker, I don't think you would take a safety this high.
Jamin Davis. Oh, man. What else do they need? They need offense. I mean, can we see Cosme coming off the board?
Just since they need
Tevin Jenkins
there. Yeah,
I've seen him slip into the first round.
Yeah, I have too.
I would say, like you said, since they need tackle more than guard, then I would say Cosme.
Go Cosme.
Or do they kind of shock and do they go Rashard Bateman?
They do need receiver help too. Well, okay, so what are you guys thinking, Bateman or Cosme? That's kind of what I think it would be down to.
I'm going to go Cosme.
Yeah.
Let's say Cosme.
Just because you got Fitzmagic. Fitzy's going to need a little bit of protection.
Yeah.
The Bears
are sitting at 20, and they need a QB, corner, offensive tackle, receiver, and a defensive tackle. Do we see them take Barmore?
I think Barmore gets off the board.
Defensive tackle?
Yep.
Supposedly a couple weeks ago that
the Bears love their defensive players, don't they?
Said Akeem Hicks was gave permission to seek a trade. So we got the Colts sitting back up here at 21.
So the Colts.
So they need a edge, tackle, receiver, tight end, and a corner.
They need.
I would say you take your edge right here then,
you
since
take
that's
Kwity
your
Paye
top
or you
need.
take Aziz.
Gift pass for
I would say Kwity Paye, just because you think that he's a little bit higher.
I think
a little bit higher ceiling. And since the Colts is my secondary team, there I'll say Kwity Paye for us.
Kwity Paye.
And then your Vikings sitting at 22.
This works out perfectly.
Vera Tucker.
Elijah Vera Tucker.
Elijah Vera Tucker for you. Okay, let's go.
I don't know if Zimmer wants that to happen, but
Right.
You guys will probably take it.
he wants Quiddy Pay if he's there. But
Right. But I just took him with my Colts, so.
So we got the Jets. So we took Zach Wilson, 2nd overall. So what are we gonna do now? So what do we need? We need a quarterback. Already got that. Offensive tackle, corner, linebacker, and a running back. Zaven Collins.
what about Davis?
I think Collins is a better one, but
What do you think?
Yeah, you can take Collins.
I could see James. I mean, while we're sitting here, do we think any team might trade up?
I think once you're getting down here to the end,
Doesn't really
A
matter.
lot of teams are sticking
I
and
think
picking.
you're sticking and picking.
Yeah. So who are we saying then?
Here's one. Do you think the Saints trade up to get a corner? I know I've been seeing this happen recently. Caleb Farley.
I mean, would you trade up? I guess you could. It's a couple spots. I think the Jets stick and pick, though, honestly.
Who we got?
What was their need? Was one of their needs tackle?
Offensive tackle, defensive back, linebacker, and run back.
Tevin Jenkins.
Tevin Jenkins. You need to protect Wilson. You just drafted him, so.
Okay, Tevin Jenkins.
So now at 24, we've got the Steelers. I've seen a lot of them have with the earlier guy, Najee Harris. So, oh man, this is
What do you think about Bateman?
God, don't say that.
He's hoping the Ravens jump. Now, with the Ravens, when the Steelers wouldn't trade.
What are their needs?
Offensive. So you need a center. Obviously, Pouncey just retired.
Well, you could get Creed Humphrey.
Tight end, running back, corner, and edge.
Creed Humphrey or Aziz?
I could see Aziz. I prefer not, but I could see Aziz.
Yeah, I would say Aziz would go there. Steelers like their defensive guys, too.
No.
No.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Either that or they're taking a running back.
The only reason
Because they really do need a running
I
back.
can see them taking Aziz, but then the more I think about it, Pouncey retired, so they don't have a starting center.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. What do you think? Because they do have T.J. Watt.
I'm gonna go Creed. I'd go Creed.
Yeah,
Creed
because
Humphrey.
they definitely do need a center. Let's go Creed Humphrey.
Old Big Ben. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars are sitting at 25.
And they took Lawrence with their first pick.
So they need a quarterback or got safety, tight end, running back, defensive tackle. Honestly, if this was me, I think they'd take more.
Trevor Moore.
I think you solidify your safety position.
Yep.
But there's a couple other picks on here. So they also need a running back. Which
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think anybody else is gonna take a running
If you
back.
go with Travis, then pair him with Lawrence. But it's still, I don't.
I would say, I'd say you take your safety right here.
Yeah, take
Trevor
the
Moore.
safety.
Got a TCU. Browns.
George's watching all these picks that he wants just fade away.
The Browns.
So the Browns, they need edge, linebacker, receiver, and defensive tackle.
You know what, though? There's your edge right there. Aziz is still on the board.
Now, I don't know about... I wouldn't say Aziz, though, because they run more of a 4-3, and Aziz is a 3-4.
Mm-hmm.
But would they go with, like, Jason...
Jamin Davis.
Joseph.
Why?
Yeah.
God, that'd be pretty scary.
Joseph Asai.
Or do you go with Gregory? There's a lot of guys on here still.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A lot of guys on defense right here.
Edge, linebacker, receiver, defensive tackle.
I'm going to say...
they don't need...
Well, edge, they just got Clowney.
Yeah, they don't need edge. Yeah, they got Clowney and Myles Garrett.
That's true. So then I would be thinking linebacker then.
Or receiver.
Linebacker or receiver, yeah.
Do they take Bateman?
God, OBJ, Bateman, Jarvis Landry.
Honestly, I think they'll end up trading OBJ eventually.
Austin Hooper.
Yeah, I would say let's take Bateman right
Take
here then,
Bateman.
because if you're thinking of,
They're stacking
OBJ
up
is kind of on the not the downhill side of his career, but at least maybe downhill side of his contract.
the first of 2 picks now. in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
After the Orlando Brown Jr. trade.
Right. So the Ravens, what are they needing, Jordan?
Oh,
Edge,
receiver.
Edge, wide receiver, tackle, and safety.
I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't know if you've done any research on this guy. Terrence Marshall.
He's got injury concerns. He's played pretty good.
But what I've heard
he's got
is a lot of people
upside.
are comparing to his play like Randy Moss.
Mm-hmm. He's got a lot of upside.
I think he stepped up this year because Chase sat out. I think he had 23 touchdowns, I remember.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go with Terrence Marshall.
Terrence Marshall, wide receiver.
They'll get Lamar another weapon. I think with the Saints here sitting at 28, I think they didn't even trade up. I think you get Caleb Farley.
Yeah, defensive back. I'm on board with that as well.
Packers.
Well, the receivers are gone.
Yeah, receivers are gone.
Once again, he gets no receivers.
So they need corner, tackle, receiver, linebacker, and defensive tackle. Do we go with Damon Davis? Or do they go Kadarius Tooney? He's a little electrifier.
Yeah, they could reach for Tony.
I feel like those are reaches.
Right.
Zayvon
So
Collins.
what they say, yeah, I'd give him a linebacker. I know that's not going to make anybody happy there, but
I'd go with Zayvon Collins.
yeah.
Zayvon Collins, linebacker.
So now we got Buffalo. So they need edge, corner, defensive tackle, tight end, and safety.
But once
I'd
again,
give
a
him
lot
an
of
edge.
yeah, I would give him an edge. We're either got to go Aziz here or Asai.
I'd say Z's.
I would say
Yeah.
Aziz too. He's already fallen past his
hurts
normal.
me to say.
Back on the clock.
Ball board back on the clock. So we're gonna take Pat Freiermuth.
Gregory Rousseau still on the board.
Mm-hmm.
God, you got
Joseph Asai is
there's
still on the
three
board.
edge right there.
Really, I could see if this pick here, I could see them trading back, getting a second round pick back.
Right, you could, but
But I mean, obviously, right now we're only doing the first round, so. What do you think?
I mean, who cares about getting a second round pick? You got 2 first rounders.
mm-hmm.
Might as well take your guy now.
So you got your wide receiver in Terrence Marshall. Yeah, I would definitely take an edge right here.
I'd say Gregory Rousseau.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he's got more upside than some of those other guys.
Gregory Rousseau.
Yep. Then we got Tampa Bay sitting obviously at 32, which they got everybody back. So they need running back, defensive tackle, edge, corner, and offensive guard.
You
Yeah,
know
they got
what?
like 3 running backs. So.
Yeah, I would take a running back right here then, since that is one of their high needs. You got either Travis.
I don't know. Honestly, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No, they've
They
got
got
like,
Leonard Fournette. They just signed Giovanni Bernard. They've
Okay.
got
yeah,
who the hell's the other one? Jones.
yeah.
Really?
So then you're thinking defensive tackle or edge then.
you
That's
know,
kind of what
you
you're
know,
thinking.
if they're sitting here like that, I mean, I could take Kadarius Tooney, speedster, because I don't think they're gonna be. I don't think Brown's gonna be coming back.
What are the needs?
Running back,
Mm-hmm.
defensive tackle, edge, corner, and offensive guard.
I mean, there's lots of edge there.
Yeah, there is. I would say Joseph Asai.
That or you
At
take
that
Jason.
point.
I say you take an edge.
Okay, who you want?
Joseph Asai is your top
Do
edge.
Asai.
Yeah, so
Okay.
And there it is.
there it is.
There it is.
So there's a couple trades in there.
Mm-hmm.
I think we might see more than that. I don't know. It's all going to depend on what happens with the quarterbacks. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who knows? Because, I mean, there's a lot of them. I think it'll be kind of more like a chain reaction.
Right.
Because who knows? Something could happen.
and there's always weird surprise picks.
Mhm.
You're like, what the hell did they take them for?
Well, this was...
Like who knew Jordan Love was going to be drafted by the Packers last year?
Well, it's like,
Right.
really,
That was out of
if you're
nowhere.
sitting at 18 right now, Miami might not take Najee Harris. They might take somebody
Yeah.
else, an edge rusher.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But,
Yeah, I mean, you just never
Yeah.
know.
it's been fun.
I'm excited for it, though. I'm excited for the real draft, so...
So yeah, we're going to see what happens, but we'll be back here after
After the draft.
The draft.
See you later.
later.
See ya.